Let's go, boys. I'm so happy to be here. All right, let's get it. Let me make sure that my stream's working on both Twitch and YouTube real quick. We'll get going. All right. Let me put some music on in the background. Get the vibes set. Let's get the mood right with some winter Christmas themed Nintendo music. It's wonderful to see you all. It's wonderful to see my dearest brother Brandon. All the people in the YouTube chat. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. So, if y'all don't know what we're doing today, I've been hyping it up for a while in my last couple live streams, but I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be able to happen. I wasn't sure if this stream was even a reality, because I'd ordered all the parts, but a lot of them hadn't shipped until a couple days ago. Thankfully, everything shipped on time, and what we are doing today is building my dream keyboard, okay? More specifically, we're building an all-wooden keyboard. Now, there exists keyboards that you can buy online that are all made of one block of wood. It's all the same chunk of a tree, the same oak log that you could mine in Minecraft, and because of that, it's extremely expensive. It looks beautiful, but it's very expensive. Like, you can buy a keyboard where everything's built out of the same piece of wood, and therefore everything has the same exact wood grain, the same wood texture. The entire keyboard looks like it's made from the same, like, ring of the tree. The cheapest option I could find online where a keyboard was made out of the same exact chunk, the same exact block, the same ring of a tree was $500. I don't got that kind of money. So what I ended up doing is I bought the pieces of a wooden keyboard, and we're gonna put them together today. So we have the base of a walnut wood keyboard. You can see that the back is all walnut wood, but the front is not. The front has plastic keycaps. So, to fix that, I also bought walnut wood keycaps. And these were the these were the things I was a little worried about. I did not think that these walnut wood keycaps were going to arrive on time. I bought these. They almost fell out of the case. I bought these back during Black Friday, and it took them almost an entire month to get here. They didn't arrive to my house until 2 days ago, on December. 3 of them just fell out of the case onto the floor. Yeah, they didn't arrive until December 23rd, so that's a bit of a bummer. I was really scared that this stream today was going to get completely ruined, and thankfully it didn't. However, I now need to kind of go crawl under the desk in shame to find those 3 keycaps I just lost. Oh, they're so far away, bro. They literally rolled as far away from me as possible. Maybe I can, like, grab them with my foot. Okay, that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm gonna pick them up with my toes, my grippers. No, I'm just gonna try to, like, roll them back with my shoe. Give me a second. But yeah, what's up? What's up, Kieran? Wonderful to see you, Kieran. Wonderful to see you, Rick and Jose. How are y'all doing, guys? How was everyone's Christmas? Oh, there's dog hair on it now. But no, these are... So, for example, I'll show you the enter key, because that was one of the keys that fell out. These are actually made... Sorry, there's still dog hair on it. I tried to show you on camera, and it's just covered in hair. These are made of real walnut wood, because if you go to buy, like, wooden keycaps online, 90% of the options you'll see, especially if you go to, like, a website like Amazon or AliExpress or really any of those online sellers, 90% of the options you're going to see are plastic keycaps that are just painted to look like wood. But these are actual wooden keycaps made from walnut wood. So it'll go really well with our wooden keyboard. Anyways, I still got 2 more keys to recover. If I can grab it with my foot, that'd be so cool. Got it. I got 1 left. I'm trying to, like, blow the dog hair out of there. It's so funny. Come on, bro. I can't find it. No, but I was really worried that these keycaps weren't going to deliver on time. Because like I said, I bought them back on Black Friday. So that was what, like November 28th, November 29th? And they didn't arrive until December 23rd? Like, it's crazy to me how long it took them to get here. And what was even more confusing is it took like 10 days from then to go from New Jersey to Pennsylvania. They were stuck in New Jersey for 10 days. And I was so confused why. When I heard you say you were building a keyboard on your last live stream, I straight up thought you were making a piano. This makes so much more sense. Yeah, no piano here. I am not musically inclined. I actually have no sense of rhythm. But, close. Close. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove all of these keycaps first. We're also gonna remove the switches on this keyboard because they're linear switches, and I don't like linear switches. But we'll talk about that a little later. I'm not gonna bore you quite yet. I'll be honest with y'all. I kind of like these keycaps. Like, this keyboard design is pretty cool. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up. It's very, like, Japanese, almost mountain-themed. Reminds me of the Steve Harvey meme where he just screams, "Mountain!" Like, I do like these keycaps. I would low-key use them in another keyboard build, or just, like, give them to a friend who wants them, because they should not go to waste. These are good keycaps. But we're not using them today, so we're going to remove them with this keyboard puller, or switch puller, sorry. Not switch. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. The keycap puller. We're going to put them in this box for now. And then you'll see underneath are these rosewood switches. I don't like these switches. They're linear. They're not good. I mean, they're good. Sorry. They're good switches for the price. Like, they're really good for the price. I just don't like linear switches. I don't. No, yeah, for the price, the ACO Rosewoods are a great linear switch, and they sound really nice. Like, they sound creamy. And I know you can't really say the word creamy without someone in the chat making a joke, but, like, it's applicable here. So, yeah. Big fan of the ACO Rosewoods. The way they sound, great. The way they are priced, very, very nice. Very fair. The way they feel, just not for me. I'm not a linear boy. Okay? And then I think because I don't really know how long this stream's gonna last, I have a feeling it's not gonna take me that long to, like, remove the keycaps and switches from this keyboard. We'll probably play a couple games with the keyboard just to get a feel for it. Just to test drive it, you know? We'll maybe play a couple Minecraft Hunger Games. We could go play, like, a Fortnite match or two. Maybe a Fortnite Ballistic. If we got enough friends online. You never know. But, you beat me to it, Brandon. Fortnite? Question mark. And I already know what someone might be thinking in the chat. Well, how are you gonna know what keys to go where? Like, if I'm removing everything from the keyboard and then replacing it with the wooden ones, how am I gonna memorize where they're gonna go? I'm just gonna use the website, keyboardchecker.com. I'll show you all real quick. Let me put it up on the screen. So if I go over to the website Keyboard Checker, sorry for the pop-up ads. If you just like test a key, hello? Yeah, there we go. It was lagging. You can see what keys do what. So that's how we'll figure out what keys to put where when we replace the keycaps with the wooden ones. Easy solution, you know? Easy peasy. That's how we're gonna fix it. Promise. I've already figured it out in my head. Okay, now I just... Well, it's fine. It's lagging right now, but it's fine. I'm not upset. The key checker website's lagging. Awesome. Dope. Whatever. Shiny hunt afterwards. I don't even think I have the stuff for shiny hunting set up right now. Like, I need to get all the consoles out. It's a whole process, you know? I do think I have them charged, though. I make sure to charge them after every live stream, so I'm immediately ready to go for the next stream. I am at least prepared for that. I try to always be prepared. How was everyone's Christmas, though? Anyone do anything fun? Do anything special? Did anyone get any special presents for Christmas? That's a better question. What song is this? I just queued up a YouTube video called Christmas Nintendo Music. Oh, Snowbound Land. Donkey Kong Country 2. That's a fun little soundtrack. Hello, my dearest brother, Sonic Generation fan. It's so wonderful to see you today. Hope you're doing well. You got your shiny Totodile on Christmas Eve? Well, that's actually kind of exciting. I got Snorlax pajama pants that I'm currently wearing. I'm jealous. That sounds dope, actually. And it's fitting, too. Like, Snorlax is kind of the perfect Pokemon to put on, like, some pajama pants or sweatpants. It just matches the vibe of that type of clothing. The same way, like, you would put Cinderace on, like, a jersey. You definitely put Snorlax on some pajama pants. Or you would put, like, Munchlax on a baby's bib. Wolf stream? You know it. It's our first ever Christmas stream, by the way. Isn't that exciting? I've never done a Christmas stream before. Kind of crazy. But, you know, I wanted to share in my holiday joy with y'all. Did not think that was going to work. Can't believe we got this. This spacebar is so cool, by the way. I know my little $14 webcam is probably not going to pick it up very well, but look, there's a little boat with a dude on it. He's fishing. A little boat. These keys are honestly really cool. If I wasn't going for an all wooden keyboard, I would be really happy just using these keys normally. And I probably will build a keyboard in the future with these keys. They're just gonna have to wait a little bit, you know? They'll have to be patient. I'm doing great. I drove to Philadelphia to get a new gaming PC for Micro Center. I'm jealous. I definitely need one right now. How can you make a keyboard out of wood if there's no electronics? Well, you know, the electronics can be hidden inside. All that matters to me is that the entire exterior is made out of wood. And, you know, maybe in the future that'll be our next challenge. We'll build it entirely out of wood. It'll be like a typewriter. A Stone Age typewriter. It'll be wood and, like, resin. We'll use resin for the for basically the ink. Resin from a tree. Okay. I'm gonna put this little box keycaps over here. Out of the way. That sounded way louder than it was, I promise. Alright, next up, we're gonna replace the switches. So, we're gonna put all of these ACO Rosewood switches in a little fun mason jar that I've aptly titled ACO Rosewoods. We're gonna replace them with my favorite switch I've ever used, and that's the KTT Monochrome Onyx switches. And I can assure you, these are number ones. I've used over 30 switches in my life. I own 24 switches total. Literally. And I'm not exaggerating, like, when I say that. Did you get Charmander? I did not get Charmander yet. I know. I'm so sad. I'm getting so unlucky. Thank you for asking, though, Dun Dragon. I appreciate you checking in. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I have 24 mason jars of key switches sitting behind me in storage right now. And of all 24 switches I've used, the KTT Onyx are my favorite. And I'll explain why. I actually have some props ready to go. I did a little drawing just for this moment. So there are technically, primarily, two types of switches. Linear and tactile. Now, linear switches are actually what are in this keyboard right now. These are ACO Rosewoods, and they're linear. As you press the switch, it's just the same actuation force the entire way through the switch. It's like a straight line as you press the switch. And pretty early on, normally, on the switch press is when the key is actually pressed. I don't like that because I like knowing when I press the switch. I like having that physical, tactile bump that tells me you just pressed a switch. So, of the two stereotypical keys and switches that you'll have in a keyboard, I prefer tactile switches, which look a little like this. You press a switch, there's a bump, and then it continues on. Think of it kind of like a light switch. When you flick a light switch, there's a bit of give to it. It's a little bit of a hump you have to go over before you can turn that light switch off. Those are tactile switches. The reason I like the KTT Onyx switches is because they don't fall into either of those two norms, those two stereotypes. They're what are colloquially known as plateau switches. The Onyx start off with that bump, and then they fall into a sharp drop-off where the shallow point is actually lower than where the switch starts. So in order to unpress the switch, it actually takes more force than pressing the switch. And I love that. I cannot describe it in a better way. You just have to feel it. You just have to experience it physically. But having that shallow point be lower than the starting point is something beautiful for me. Almost orgasmic. And I've only ever experienced two keyboard switches that have ever done it like that have ever tried that style before. And the Onyxes are hands down my favorite. So, I figured because we're building my dream keyboard, an all wooden keyboard that I spent arguably way too much money on. I mean, this keyboard that's made out of all wood, plus these keycaps made out of all wood alone, was over $200. And then I forget how much I spent on the Onyxes a couple years ago. It's probably pushing closer to $300. Therefore, because this build in total is closer to $300, it's a keyboard made entirely out of walnut wood. It's only fitting that I finally use my favorite key switch in my favorite keyboard. And this literally will be like my dream keyboard. I think the only thing about it that doesn't make it perfect is it's not going to be a silent keyboard. So when I'm in Discord with people, I might piss them off a little bit. But also, silent keyboards kind of suck. because in order to get a perfectly silent keyboard, you kind of can't get a big hump like that, because that's loud. A lot of silent keyboards have a much smaller hump, or truthfully, the best silent keyboards have no hump. Literally, the best silent keyboards are linear keyboards, and I don't like linear keyboards. We've established this. So I think that is literally the only negative I can think of, is that this won't be a silent keyboard. The fact that you have all these drawings. I told you, I came prepared with little props. I was ready for today's stream. But yeah, no, these plateau switches are a game changer. Unless you're someone who prefers linear, like if you like linear, that's good. Stay playing on linear. I do think linear is better for like gaming, but I like having the hump. I like feeling the bump. I like thick thighs and tactile key switches. I don't know how those two things are related, but in my mind they are. So like plateau is just a better version of that. It's just a more grandiose version of a tactile switch. So like, sure, it might kind of affect gaming in a worse way. It's not the meta. Like a lot of people in the chat probably know, the meta for gaming right now is playing on like a Wu-Ting keyboard, where it's a literal why can't I not think of the word right now? Optical switch, where you can set the height of the switch at like 1 millimeter, so the second you touch the switch, it actuates. Sure, that's meta, but that's not fun. For me, I like this, both for gaming and for typing. This is what gets me excited. This is what makes... Listen, this not only makes a bump in my keyboard, it makes a bump in my pants. So, that's what we're going to put in the keyboard today. Let me put those note cards away before I get a little too excited. And let's take out these linear switches real quick. We're going to put them in this mason jar. It's probably best we fill up the mason jar with switches before we accidentally fill it up with anything else. Where's my Isabelle amiibo? Has anyone seen it? It's gone missing. I also am terrible at taking out switches. Please don't cringe. Usually it takes me a little bit of shaking the switch back and forth to get it out. I hate conducting tagouts, but it is very, very important. I'll be honest, Sam, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm so confused what that chat message means. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I read that message, thought about it, and I'm like, did I say something? I misheard? You're good. I started questioning myself. I thought I said something wrong. But yeah, we're going to take out all of these silly little linear switches, because I don't like it, you know? One of the biggest reasons I don't like linear switches is I don't like the worry, the anxiety that like when I'm resting my hand on the keys, if I put like too much pressure on the keys, they could press, because there's no bump stopping me from doing that. That just the resting weight of my hands could accidentally like press down on the keys. I don't like that. That is the nice thing about tactile switches, is the bump prevents you from like accidentally resting your hands down on a key too heavy and accidentally pressing a key, thus making a mistake in a game. And I guess the nice thing about plateau switches that I really like is it has the opposite benefit, is you can't oppositely unrest your hand too heavy to unactuate a key, because the unresting force of a plateau, like the unactuation to unactuate a plateau switch is so much force. It's more force than to actuate it. And that's like amazing for me because I won't accidentally unpress a key. For me to unpress a plateau switch has to be a cognitive decision. And I love that. Thank you for reminding me that optical switches exist. I've had tactile since 2020, and I miss the feel by cherry red switches. Like I said, I will fully admit that optical switches are the meta for gaming. But as someone who has accepted, like... Listen, I'm 27 years old. I've fully come to terms with the fact that I'm never going pro in any game. Like, I've fully accepted that I'm not going to be a pro at any video game. And as someone who loves to write, has published short stories, and would also love to publish a full-length novel one day, I think the typing element plays a heavy decision in what type of switches I want to use. And the plateau switches are really good for typing as well. Like, I prefer plateau switches not just for my preference in gaming, but also for my preference in typing. Like, because I do a lot of writing, linears were already a turnoff for me, but plateaus were a turn on. Let me tell you. And I'm surprised they're so, like, niche still. Especially in the typing community. Like, I understand why they're niche in the gaming community. They're not meta for gaming at all. They're probably bad for gaming. But in the typing community, like, I'm surprised they're not more popular because it's so pleasant to type on. Activating a switch made me think of a fuse box, which made me think you need a tag out. I only have half a brain. No, that's fine. Because when you said tag out, it made me think that I said something different, or that I said something and I forgot that I said it, because I used to work at an amusement park, and we would work thus with tag outs all the time. So, like, I thought that maybe I said something about the amusement park and I forgot. So when you wrote that in the chat, I'm like, did I say something? What did I say? Yeah, lockout, tag out, baby. So you had me, like, second guessing myself. I'll be so honest with you. But don't worry about it. No need to apologize, brother man Sam. I like tactile way better for typing, which is why I got the keyboard for college, but now I care about gaming and don't care about typing anymore. Now that he, you know, graduated from college, he's just a full-time gamer. Alright. We're going to add this mason jar to our collection of, as I said earlier, like 24 other jars of switches. I'll probably never use these because they're linear, but hey, maybe you'll find this in the mail, Sonic Generation fan. A collection of Akko Rosewoods. It's only 60 of them, which is not enough for most keyboards, but pop off. And we're going to add our KTT Onyxes. I'm so excited. I've had these, like I said, for about 2 years, and I've literally never used them in a keyboard for more than just typing tests. I've been trying to have the willpower to save these for, like, my dream keyboard. It's literally the same mindset as, like, saving yourself for marriage. This is me popping my cherry, breaking the hymen, and finally, at the night of my wedding, experiencing true ecstasy. I can't explain to you guys how excited I am. Like, I really cannot explain to y'all how joyous this moment is for me. Oh my god. And they feel so good even without keycaps on them. Just pressing down on those with a finger. That sounds terrible. Out of context. It's so good. Oh, I'm excited. I need the WASD keys. All the other ones are useless. Epic Gaming. All right, I'll send 4 Acco Rosewood switches your way, brother. Next time we hang out. Next time we see each other in person, I'll bring 4 Acco Rosewoods your way. Because they are really good. I'm a big supporter of Acco. I mean, literally, the board is Acco. I love Acco. Listen, this is how you know I'm being honest with you. Because I'm the type of person where I will not shill myself for any brand or product or, like, company. I think it's gross. I think people who walk around with, like, a Fortune 500 company on their shirt are just kind of stupid. I'll, like, because I mean, you know what I'm talking about. We would see it all the time working at the park. People would come into the amusement park and they'd be wearing, like, a Taco Bell shirt. And sure, it's kind of funny. But also, like, you're just a walking billboard for Taco Bell. Like, I won't do it. I won't do it. But there are very rare exceptions. One of the few exceptions is the drink company Arizona. I do love Arizona. I will support that company. And one of the other companies I'll support is the company Acco. I love Acco. So, big fan of Acco Rosewoods. Even though they're linear switch and I don't like linear switches, the price I got those for were really cheap, and they were one of the only, like, switch options you could get in this board. Like, to clarify, I had to put a linear switch in this board. Those were the only options. So I went with one of the cheapest options. And for the cheapest linear switch I was allowed to put in this board, they still feel amazing. Like, I want to complain because they only let me pick a linear switch to put in this product, but at the same time, I can't really complain because even if I put a tactile switch in this, I was going to replace them with the plateau switches anyways, so it doesn't really matter what switch I put in these. They were getting replaced. And I also can't really complain because I picked the cheapest switch possible to put in this board when I was ordering it, and the cheapest switch still feels amazing. Like, I don't know, man. It just, like, I'm a big fan of Acco. I think it's a great company. They've made some of my favorite switches as well. They have my favorite silent switch on the market. I was complaining earlier about how silent switches don't really have much of a bump, because in order to make the switch silent, they kind of, most companies at least, get rid of the bump in the switch, and I don't like that. I like, obviously, having a bump in my switches. But Acco makes a silent switch called the Acco Penguins, and the Penguins are both silent, and it has a really nice bump to it. So again, like, I won't shill myself for many companies, but Acco is one of the few exceptions. I do love Acco. Top tier keyboard manufacturer. I thought you were sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. You're so right. Hold up, guys. I gotta really quickly record my 60-second sponsored segment for Raid. If you too want to become a whale for a mobile gaming company and sell your entire soul to them, as well as your entire bank account, download Raid Shadow Legends. Use code Caleb is horny for, I don't know what fucking currency they use in that game. 1,000 gems, crystals. Download immediately. If you don't download immediately, you're getting banned from the stream, kid. Come on. This one got stuck. I definitely did not put that in correctly. There we go. Cool. Like I said, I don't know if this will be my, like, daily driver kind of cringy to say in the context of keyboards, but like I'll still probably use my silent keyboard every once in a while for gaming, especially if I'm playing like Discord with friends. But honestly, I haven't even used that keyboard in a while. The keyboard I have been using lately was my fully transparent keyboard, just because I think it looks cool. And this keyboard's loud as fuck. This is my transparent keyboard. It's pretty sick. I'm a big fan. But this bitch is also really loud. But I'll probably swap this out for the wooden keyboard. And then this will go back up on the shelf. And my new secondary keyboard will be the silent keyboard. Hello? It won't plug back in. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I don't... What just happened? Oopsies. That's awkward. I don't use my silent keyboard often, though, because I'm just too lazy to swap keyboards. Like, unplug one, plug in another. And the same thing will probably happen with this wooden keyboard. Like, I say now on stream that I'll use my silent keyboard when I'm in Discord with friends, but then what'll probably end up happening is that I'll use my wooden keyboard like 90% of the time, and then once a month I'll have the energy to unplug the wooden keyboard and plug in my silent keyboard when I get on Discord with friends. Because I just don't feel like it most of the time. Oftentimes I'm just too lazy, or like sometimes I'll get on Discord as like a spur of the moment thing. Like I'll see that people are online and I won't have planned, like I will not have planned to get online with them, and therefore I will not have planned to have swapped my keyboard out. Like, it's not something I was cognitively thinking of doing. So you can't really blame me. You know, it's not my fault if I have a loud keyboard in Discord. At least I'll know I won't have the loudest keyboard, because there's always that one motherfucker who's got like Cherry MX Blues or Razer Greens. Oh my god. The Razer Greens are like the loudest motherfucking Switch to ever exist. I hate them. I hate them so much, bro. Fuck the Razer Greens. Respectfully, fuck the Razer Greens. Like, in comparison to Razer Greens, these bitches are silent. Holy shit, dog. Yeah. Hopefully everyone had a really nice Christmas, though. Hopefully everyone's Christmas was, like, holly and jolly. Wasn't too, I don't know, stressful. Sometimes, like, being out with the family can be stressful, or, like, I don't know, just makes you want to, like, take the edge off. Sometimes when I'm out with my family for Christmas, I gotta take the edge off. I'll, like, crush up a candy cane and snort it. Or sometimes I'll maybe down a little bit too much eggnog, and that's when Santa comes out, you know? My alter ego, Santa Claus. You boys ever get faded off the eggnog? You boys ever drink too much eggnog and you wake up in the chimney? You ever drink too much milk and cookies and you wake up under the tree? You ever eat an entire Christmas ham and you wake up the next day in a one-horse open sleigh? Is it a one horse? I actually don't know if it's a one-horse open sleigh. Or is it one whore open sleigh? That's not it. I don't think that's it either. What is it? Is it a one-horse open sleigh? What the fuck is it now that I think about it? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. I feel like that's wrong. Why does one-horse open sleigh sound wrong? I maybe I'm just like having a mental lapse and I'm doubting myself, but that sounds wrong. I got a motorized height adjusted desk. Very good Christmas. That sounds like a really good Christmas, dude. I'm so jealous. So, I have one of those at my job now, and it's, dude. I'll be at work. I'll do like 2 hours sitting, 2 hours standing. I'll be at work pacing around. Like, I'll just be pacing around my desk. It's so funny. Shout out to the Geometry Dash YouTuber Nathan Emmert for generously giving me all of these amazing presents. Yeah, shout out to the Geometry Dash YouTuber Nathan Emmert for gifting me these $300 worth of keyboard parts, the wooden base, the switches, the wooden keycaps. He actually bought all of them for me. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. We're gonna have to plug this keyboard in, and with the website keyboard checker, we're gonna see what all of these keys are. Alright, let me open keyboard checker. Okay, put keyboard checker over there. Now, I can naturally assume that, like, this key in the corner here is escape, but I'm still double checking. Just to be safe, we're double checking. Shit. My cords are getting all tangled. You ever cross stream with your boys? That's what just happened with my mouse and keyboard cords. Crossing streams. Okay. Escape key. Beautiful. One. Probably don't function keys on this keyboard. I guess that's another negative for the keyboard. No function keys, but I like really never use function keys anymore in my life. Now that I think about it, like, if I really had to, like, go through my memory bank of all the times I've used function keys in gaming, at least. I do use function keys in editing sometimes. But, like, in gaming, the only time I use function keys is, like, in Counter-Strike when you have to vote to kick someone off the team. It's F5. So I guess I couldn't vote kick someone. We could always change that to something else. Okay. It just, listen. Sorry, I know I'm, like, pressing the same key over and over again, but I'm really enjoying. I enjoy the plateau switches so much. This is a happy day for me. I'm assuming this is 4. Yup. Ah. 5. I will be honest, these keys, maybe it's because these are box switches. These are a little tight to fit. It is a bit of a tight fit. I don't want to, like, break anything, but I gotta force them on there. I don't like forcing things with technology ever. Like, when it comes to building anything in technology ever, I don't like forcing it. Fitting these switches on is definitely a bit of a force it type of situation. And I think it doesn't help that like they're box switches. And also the backs of these wooden keycaps have like epoxy on the back. So that makes it kind of also a little bit of a tighter fit. Cool. 9. Zero. In the military, we have plateau switches for my consoles. It was very nice. But our mouse was trackball. In the military, you're using trackball? Dog, that would drive me mad. What? But plateau switches to type on? Shit, I'd volunteer to do reports. I was on a ship. Think about the waves. That's, yeah, no, that's rough. Bro, what? I can't even imagine. Oh, that actually sounds really good. Usually, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm so happy, actually. Usually when it comes to like stabilizers, they sound like shit. These stabilizers sound beautiful. Love it. Okay, what is this switch here? Oh, why is this one not showing up on eSweat? What? This one isn't showing up. What is this key? So the rest of these 4 here, all show up. This one right here at the top isn't showing up on Keyboard Checker as a key. What key is this then? What if I go into like, what if I open Notepad, just the Notepad application? If I type something and hit that. Oh, it's the little, not hyphen, it's kind of like the apostrophe, but facing the other way. What is that? I don't know what that's called. It's the opposite facing apostrophe. Is there a key for that? Is it my... Oh, wait, it's the tilde, isn't it? Hold up. If I do shift and hit that. It is tilde. Okay. Yeah. We figured it out. We figured it out together. For some reason, that wasn't showing up on a Keyboard Checker as a thing. Okay, well, we figured it out together, boys. Look at us, teamwork. Thank you, Sam. Dude, I should have just looked at the chat. You guys are so much smarter than me. Okay, that is tab. Is this... Wait, I think we got, Hold up, I can double check. Oh, it's Super Mario Galaxy music. Something about this music just makes me emotional. Makes me want to cry. I love this soundtrack. It's so good, bro. That's Q. W. E. Yeah, I think another... Okay, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being realistic. Because I'm poor and I couldn't afford one of the expensive wooden keyboards that are built out of like the same chunk of wood, you can see that it's different pieces of wood. They're not all like the same color. But again, like the cheapest version of that I could find online was like $500, $600, and I couldn't afford that. So like these wooden keycaps plus this wooden keyboard combined $200. That I could afford. And also, I don't know if I could justify, even if I had the money, even if I wasn't, you know, poor, I don't know if I could justify to myself or my wife spending like $600 on a keyboard. So, yeah, while it's not the perfect keyboard, it is still my dream keyboard. The only things I would change, realistically, like, because I don't think I would change the $500, $600 price point, because I don't think I would pay that much just to have all of the keys be the same block of wood, the same color of wood, because it's cut from the same tree. Like, I don't care about that. One thing I would change, though, is I think I would maybe go for a keyboard with function keys. The problem with that, though, is I couldn't find one online that was reasonably priced, and I really, really like this design by ACO. I mean, I told you, I'm a sellout for ACO. I love ACO. And when I found their version of a wooden keyboard online, I bought it. Even if it didn't have function keys, I'm buying it. Are you trying to customize the keyboard? Yeah, so I bought this keyboard online, and it has the wooden exterior, the wooden base, all wooden all around. However, it came with plastic keycaps. So I also bought wooden keycaps online, and now we're just putting those wooden keycaps on, so I can kind of call it an all wooden keyboard. We're basically building an all wooden keyboard right now. Also, welcome to the stream. Wonderful to see you. Come on. Can't get some of these keys like out of the box. They're like stuck in here. Jesus. Isn't that crazy? Did I put that one down? I think I put that one on upside down. I definitely put that one on upside down. That's awkward. Yikes, brother. Better. Okay. Now what key is this? Let's check. This is the delete key. I think the delete key is in the other box. It is, yeah. The delete key is right here. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why they sent me the packaging like this. I guess, so normally the packaging would have every key on a keyboard in it. Like if you bought a keyboard with a numpad and all that. Because I just bought enough keys for this keyboard, they still sent me the same packaging. They just didn't fill it up completely, because packaging is like mostly empty. Which is kind of weird. Whatever. Caps lock key. Fun. Cool. I used to draw on MS Paint with a trackball mouse. Dog, what? How? Did you at least use like macros or anything to try to make it easier for you? Love this. Looks like a puzzle now. Bet it'll become a vintage beauty. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted like the all wooden vibe. You might have heard me say it as you were just joining the stream, but I don't exactly know when you joined. I had to cheap out a little bit. So like, there exists wooden keyboards out there that are all made from the same tree, the same chunk of wood, and therefore because they're all from the same literal block of wood, they're the same color with the same texture, the same pattern, but that's super expensive and I am poor. So This was about $200 total, $100 for the keyboard and $100 for the keycaps. But I at least got the same type of wood. It's walnut wood keyboard, walnut wood keycaps. They're just a slightly different color from each other. So that's the one downside, I would say. But I do like it. And I'm glad you used the word vintage, because that's honestly one of the reasons I wanted to get it. It appeals to me in that way. Pure determination and a lot of free time on watch. I bet. I mean, if you're just drawing on MS Paint with a trackball mouse, I could never. I mean, we've already established, though, in previous live streams that I am not a patient person. Like, we've known this. Cool. Alright, time for another stabilizer key. Let's see how this one sounds. So the stabilizer's on the backspace. That's okay. The backspace sounds beautiful. The enter key, just okay. Alright, this is page up. Where's my page up key? I think it's also in the second box over here. Yeah. Page up. Page up. Cool. Yeah. No, shoot. A couple of the keys just fell out of the box. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a sec. I gotta fix that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, next up is the shift key. Oh, you know what I just realized? I don't know if my second shift key is gonna fit. Let's see. Let's just keep our fingers crossed to make sure all these keys fit. Because I'm looking over here, and this is my other shift key. Meanwhile, my other shift key on here looks like this. AKA, definitely too big. Like, it's the size of the stabilizers. What key is this? Did I actually hit a home key? Why is... I did hit a home key. Page down. Shift. This isn't the end of the world, though. What we could do is use a smaller key, and it just doesn't have to say shift on it. That does the job. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of freestyle that one. Let's just keep going. We'll fix the problem when we get to the problem. That's a problem, you know, we're not gonna worry about it right now. That's a problem for myself in 5 minutes, not myself right now. Oh my god, I can't get the X key out. Dude. I actually can't get it out. Oh, here. Please. Thank you. Yikes. That is a yikes, bro. Okay. Okay, all of these are good. Okay, I don't know if it's because of the way the last row of keys are shaped in here, but I can't get them out of the box now. I feel like almost as if they're like, what are they called? Oh my gosh, it's on the top of my head. Like those fidget toys, like the popping bubbles. They'll pop them out of place. Anyways. That's the N key. M. It's got me ever so slightly worried that some of the other keys are not going to be properly spaced now. But again, that's a problem for like 2 minutes from now. That's not a right now problem. They're playing bangers on this playlist. How can I be worried and sad when they're playing such good music on this playlist? Okay. Let's do literally every key except the one that's going to be a problem, and then we'll fix the problem. We need our arrow keys and then page down. Page down. Because, like, realistically, there's a couple ways we could fix this problem. I just need to decide which solution I like best. Up arrow. That doesn't look right. Why does the up arrow look like that? It looks so much taller than the down arrow. Maybe they just, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, some of these are cut a little imperfect, but it is wood, so I wasn't expecting to be cut perfect. Okay. Control. Let's do control next. Let's also make sure our spacebar fits, huh? Let's just double check. If I can get these keys out, that would be so cool. I'm actually struggling to get the keys out of the box now. Windows keys there. Alt. No, so many of the keys just flew out of the box. Well, I don't have to worry about getting them out of the box now, because they all flew out. That's so funny. Okay, we'll fix that later. Okay. Space bar. This is the moment of truth. Does the space bar fit? Yes. Oh my god. I probably would have cried if the space bar didn't fit. I just need to get it on the stabilizers now. I think I did not. Give me 1 sec. I didn't get it on the stabilizers properly though. Let's try to line this up a little. I dropped the spacebar. In case anyone was wondering. Okay. There we go. Nice. And that doesn't sound bad either. For some reason, the enter one just sounds a little rough. It sounds a little scratchy. But backspace and space sounds good. Stabilizers on enter and shift. Shift sounds a little scratchy. Backspace and space, though, is great. Honestly, I'm just glad space sounds great, because that's a key you're going to hit a lot when typing. So I'm glad it sounds good. What key is this? Why are none of these keys showing up? This is control. So we found our second control key. These are like smaller versions of the keys, aren't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I think we need a normal size key. This is gonna be too big, isn't it? Yeah, that's too big. We need a normal size control key. Okay. Did they give me one of those? I don't think they did. Okay. We're reaching ever so bit of a crossroads here. So I'm torn. And I'll explain why. We don't have a key that is this size. And you can see there's a bit of a gap here. They didn't give me a key that's this size. I have these three, but I don't have one that fills in this gap. And maybe that was on purpose. Maybe they don't care that there's a little gap here and this key isn't perfectly sized, but I care. And it's going to bother me a little bit. But whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little annoying. I just don't like seeing this gap here, but it's fine. Anyways, I need to put these three on. It's not showing me what these two keys do on keyboard clicker. Keyboard checker. What if I open up a notepad? Notepad. Will it tell me what these two keys do if I press notepad? No? Is there any other way to do keyboard checker? Is there another keyboard checker I can use except for that one? Alt FN and control. See, I do think this one's control. I'm gonna take your word for it. That's alt. This one is alt. This one's not showing up on this website either. Okay, so we know this one is control. We know this one's alt. That one has to be FN. I'll try one more website. I'm just going to take your word for it because this website also won't show up with the function key. So, from the first website we checked out, we know this one's control. From the second website we checked out, we know this one's alt. None of the websites are showing me what the middle key does, but it's got to be the function key. Here's what sucks, though. I don't think they gave me... Another alt key. So, like, here's what I mean. I'll show you guys in a second. My my function keys, they're not correctly sized for this keyboard specifically. And that's probably just the downside of buying the keyboard and the keycaps separately. That's an L for me. That's on me. I'll take that L. I'll hold that. Yeah. So we gotta make some game day decisions. Because we have an alt key, but it does not fit the proper shape of what we need here. So we have an alt key, but it's too big. We have a function key, but it's too big, as you can see. And we have a second control key, but it's too big. Kind of similar to how our shift key was too big to fit in that spot there. So I just had to go with the makeshift smaller one. So, because those are too big, I have to go with a key that's shorter. And I don't have shorter keys with the exact same verbiage as Alt, Fn, and Control. But here's what I do have, and I don't hate the options. For Fn function, I have all the function row keys. F1 through F12. I might do like F12 or like F9. 9 is close to N. Fn, F9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's do 9. 9's like the only letter that we have that starts with N. We'll do F9 for Fn. There's our Fn key. Oh, it's so... I don't like how large that is, though. We might get rid of that. That's... You guys can't really tell on the camera, but it's way taller than the other keys on this row, obviously, because it's supposed to be up here. So it's way taller than a bottom row key. We'll see. For our left control key, let me show you what I'm playing with here. I have print screen, scroll lock, pause, insert, home, end. For alt and control. And what it really doesn't matter because I never use the right alt, right control. I needed an Fn key. Like, I needed a function key, so I use function sometimes. But also, this keyboard doesn't have function keys, so do I really need function? No. I only ever use control and alt on the left side, so it really does not matter what I put on the right side. I just need something to go over here. So, we're gonna make this interactive with the chat. I'm gonna put the options in the chat, and I would love for you guys to tell me what you think is best equated to control and alt. So, our options for... Hold up, I can't do this with the keyboard like being so far away. I have to move it. I have to move it. I'll move it back so it's on camera in a second, but I'm moving it off the camera for a second so I can type. Give me 1 second. Typing this in the chat. Give me 1 second. Options for control and alt. We have also, this is the first time I'm typing on this keyboard, and it feels magical. I'm so happy right now. Okay. So our options for control and alt are print screen, scroll lock, pause, insert, home, and end. Which of those 6 options do we think best could be a replacement for control, and best could be a replacement for alt? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, guys? Boys and girls? And it doesn't really matter. I should clarify. I just want to get your logic behind it. I'm probably never going to actually use these 2 keys. Because if I want to use control, I'm using it on the left side. If I want to use alt, I'm using it on the left side. I just need something to put here as placeholders. Something as a placeholder. I'm curious what y'all think. what would be a good placeholder that wouldn't confuse someone if they saw my keyboard. And wouldn't confuse myself as the owner of the keyboard. What are we thinking? Brandon, I know you got ideas. You're a smart individual who knows much more about technology than I do. I would love to defer to you. Me personally, I don't think I'm going to use print screen for either. Scroll lock also, I don't think I could justifiably use. I don't know. I kind of want to use insert for one. Maybe insert for alt. I almost don't want to use home for either, because home is going to make me think it's a Windows key. Maybe I use like insert for alt. And like end or something. Oh, okay. Thank you, Saribot. I could use end for control or pause for control. I could use pause for control. That kind of makes sense. Pause kind of makes sense for control. Insert kind of makes sense for alt. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Unless someone types a better option in the chat, I might go with that, low-key. We do pause for control, insert for alt. And I'm probably never going to use these keys ever again. Right now, as we're pressing them, will be the last time we ever press them. Cool. Because like I said, if I ever need to use the control or alt key, I'm using the two over here. So it's annoying that I did not receive an alt function or control key that was sized properly. But am I shocked? No, because it's my fault. I bought keys from one company and a keyboard from another company, so expecting the keys to match the keyboard and be sized properly for the keyboard is silly. That's on me. But otherwise, we're done. And it didn't take us that long. I'm happy. Like I said, with that, we have an all wooden keyboard. It looks so rustic, as someone said in the chat earlier, vintage. And we already did a little bit of typing with it earlier, but like, I just tried typing the word "I love you, Abby," because she's asleep over there, and I definitely typed it wrong because I'm straddling around a tripod. But yeah, it's so cool. Oh my god, my eardrums are getting blown out by this Christmas music. We're gonna take a quick break from building the keyboard. Well, we're done building the keyboard, I should clarify. There's nothing else to do. And now that we are done building the keyboard, I'm actually gonna go test it out. You know, give it a little like, I can't think of what I was gonna say. I had a joke lined up. Oh, now that we're done building the keyboard, I want to go test drive it like you would with a car. And I think what better to do that with than some Minecraft? You know, the game that built me, the game I grew up with, and the game that I still come back to today, because you never forget your first. So maybe we'll go play some like Hunger Games, One in the Chamber, And if I get bored of that, we could even play Fortnite with viewers, and we'll see how it plays in game. But typing is already amazing. Keyboard looks amazing. Thank you, brother. I'm really happy. Really happy with it. The front looks great. The back looks great. It's just all walnut wood all the time. It's beautiful. And it types, like I said, this thing types beautifully, bro. The walnut wood is phenomenal to type on. Okay, yeah, let's open up some Minecraft and we'll hop in a game. And like I said, if people do want to play games together, I would not be opposed to like a Fortnite, a Counter Strike, or really any game with the chat. Just let me know if people do want a game together today. I would not be opposed to gaming with the chat right now. I'm just waiting for Minecraft to boot up. Let me switch over then. Come on. Beautiful. All right, let's get my tripod out of the way here. I guess I also need to get my old keyboard out of the way. I'm gonna just throw this on the bed real quick. Hopefully this doesn't wake my wife up. I tried to like gently throw it on the bed so it didn't wake her up. Okay. I guess I should also probably change the stream to Minecraft, to the like stream category on Twitch to Minecraft. Give me one sec. Change category to Minecraft. I think to really get the full experience, I'm also gonna switch over to my gaming mouse. Okay. Let's get it, boys. We'll run some Hunger Games to start. Or no. Hunger Games is almost not a good starting game. It's not a good warm-up game. To start, we're actually going to run One in the Chamber. This is so much fun. Hold up. Let me just do a little bit of typing. I'm having just crafting. That's crazy. Yeah, we changed the stream category from just chatting to just crafting. This is so much fun to type on. It's going to take a little bit of time getting used to the spacing of the keys because it's a little bit different than my last keyboard. So you can already tell, like, if I wanted to type... Oh, I'm not typing. Oh, yeah, see, I messed up. I tried typing Twitch chat's my best friend, and we messed up right at the end there, because the spacing of the keys is a little bit different than my old keyboard, but we'll get used to it eventually. It's just going to take a bit of time to get, like, my old muscle memory broken, and this new muscle memory broken into. But, yeah, let's try some One in the Chamber. Out grabbing McDonald's from one of the few that are open in the area. And then I'm down for Fortnite. I got you. I'm so down. Alright, One in the Chamber. Oh my god, where did I get... I got spawned in literally the depths of hell. Why was I spawned in here? Ooh, I'm gonna die. Nope, just kidding. He's worse than me somehow. That's crazy, actually. Unlucky. Dang, I almost had that kill. There's so many people in that area, though. Okay. See, this is definitely giving me a good warm-up for, like, pressing a lot of keys at once. This is a very high-octane, like, move around a lot type of game mode. Okay, good. We got 2 arrows out of that. Who just shot at me? Don't ever even think about doing that again, fun fact. Don't... See, so many people are trying to shoot me right now. It's hilarious. It's comical that they think they can kill me. Nice. I'm feeling fresh and funky already. Oh, good thing I had a second arrow. I had a backup arrow. I need to get closer. I don't feel confident. There was someone behind me. That's so sad. Oh, I got shot from behind. Okay. Let me take a moment. I gotta move these jars of key switches out of the way. I keep accidentally hitting them with my mouse. Almost had me. That was close. Close, buddy. It's a villager. Oh my god, I'm fighting a real life villager. Funny. Yeah, this is definitely helping me warm up, though. This game is so high octane that, like, it's very good for warming up. Dang. I thought there was someone behind me. I was so ready to 180 someone. Wow, he actually got the quick scope on me. That was a quick shot. I'm almost proud of him. I'm like a proud dad. Bad shot. Bad aim. I can be honest about that. I'm in the lead 26 to second place, having 14 kills. Now 15. I just died to him. Okay, well, at least we know who he is now. He's that weird multicolored man. Almost died to a villager. That would have been cringe. Who just shot at me? Never do that again. Ooh, cringe. No. Ah, that sucks. I got ganged up on there. 2v1, some would say. I cannot believe I hit that shot. Okay. Hey, second place. Oh, that wasn't even second place. Can I kill one of you? Everyone was stealing my kills. I got 3 kills there. I should have had like 5 or 6. But all of my kills are stolen. I felt, honestly, disrespected in that situation. Disrespected, and it was disrespectful. No. Okay. This game is sometimes almost too intense, like too high energy. I can't keep track of what's going on all the time. Hey, buddy, behind ya. I wish there was like proximity chat in this game sometimes. It'd be so funny. Ooh, ouchies. Ouchies. That guy's not bad. I'm surprised he doesn't have more kills on the leaderboard. Anime 01236 gamer. He's not even in the top 4. He just destroyed me though. Where's everyone at? Let's do like a 360 on this guy. Ah. Would have been sick though, let me tell you. Oh, someone behind me. Behind you, bud. Behind you. Cool. Somehow survived that. I don't know how. Hey, we won. Nice little win there. Went 47 and 11. Not bad. Let's try Hunger Games. Cool. What map do I want? You know, any map except Fredgerson. I'm okay with Breeze. I'm okay with Moonlight Lake. I'm gonna vote for Moonlight Lake. Moonlight Lake is a weird one. It either goes so well for me, or I die instantly. Like, it's high risk, high reward. I either have the greatest game of my life, or I lose. We got Breeze, which is also okay for me. This is a Why do I have an egg and steak? That's not what I'm supposed to start with. Did they change the, Oh no. They did change it. Okay, well, it's good we figure this out now in, like, a test stream. Instead of a stream where, like, I'm legitimately trying to play Hunger Games. Like, I'm just trying to test out my keyboard. Interesting. Since when did they change? I'm so confused. The class system, or like what kits you can equip. Because the kit I always had equipped was... I would always equip the kit that gave me a bow and arrow to start. But now I just have 16 eggs and 8 pieces of steak. That's not helpful at all. Do I still have my kit that gives me a bow and arrow? I wonder. Oops, that wasn't my sword. They added gravestones. That's new. Can I... Hello? Oh, wait, no. They didn't add gravestones. I got all of his loot. The gravestone is just, I guess, a mark of where his body... That's stupid, then. I thought they added gravestones. It's just a notification of where you killed him. That's kind of pointless. Actually. What the heck? Low-key makes no sense, if I can be so honest with you. I'm so confused. They, like, updated the server. And I played recently, like, within the last week. They must have updated the server. Sad. Huh. There's a person over here. Oh, shit. The game is lagging or he's lagging? There's another person. I see him off in the distance. I need a better weapon. Low-key. Oh, I might lose this fight. I didn't heal up after my last fight. I should have healed up after my last fight. Why did I not? That was so stupid of me. The gravestones are kind of pointless if they don't hold the enemy's loot in them. That's kind of the whole point of the gravestone add-on. For any of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a gravestone add-on, or like basically the equivalent of a mod in Minecraft, that looks very similar to the gravestones that are dropping on the ground right now when I kill people. And what happens is when you kill people, all of their loot goes into the gravestones. You can click on it, almost like it's a chest, and get the enemy's loot. And it's way more convenient than the enemy's loot just spraying onto the ground and all over your inventory, because it's really inconvenient when an enemy's loot just fills up your inventory. It's very disorganizing. I don't appreciate it. So I thought they added the gravestone mod to this server. And they didn't. They just added gravestones as like a... It's more of a cosmetic thing. When you kill someone, a gravestone spawns in. But it's entirely cosmetic. And I don't appreciate that. That's like... It's unhelpful. It almost feels more like a slap in the face. Like, we could have added gravestones as a mod, as a helpful bonus. Instead, we added them as a cosmetic because we didn't want to do the actual work. We didn't want to actually be convenient and helpful to our players. Wait, where are you running to? Why are you running? You don't have to run away from me. We can be friends. Come on, all I want is to be friends. The golden apple wasn't necessary either. Fun fact. Oh, why is he moving so fast? He moves so much faster in water than me. Why is he moves so fast in water compared to me? Am I crazy? He's moving so fast. Why? I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy. That was weird. If you have like freaking oh, another one. Good thing I'm just better. Wow, you are actual ass at the video game. You tried to clean me up. Full-on janitor. Full-time professional janitor and couldn't get a single hit on me. That's crazy. I hate this new scoreboard. What the heck? Why am I at 17th? Probably because I was player number 17. I had 7 kills, but you gotta scroll down to find that. Just put me at the top of the scoreboard. I won the game. They changed this server and I do not like it. They updated the server and it feels worse. Oh, but you know what? One thing I want to check. Did they finally add... No, they still haven't added profile stats. Something they said they were going to add a long time ago to the server was stats. Like, how many players have you killed? How many games of, Hunger Games? Or how many matches of Hunger Games have you won? They still haven't added that. Wow. That's kind of cringe. So, go back. So if I go back to survival games real quick. Customize. Go to my kit. Yeah. For some reason, my kit got changed back to, I think, the default one, which is Chef. I always play as the Archer kit, which gives me a bow and arrow to start. But it gave me the Chef kit for some reason, that game. I don't know why. Whatever. Must have been a glitch. What map do I want? I'll vote for Moonlight Lake again, since we got Breeze last map. I like Breeze. Obviously, we just won on Breeze. But like, hey, we got Moonlight Lake this time. Let's go. A little bit of diversity. That's what we love to see. Oh, we got the worst spawn though. We got one of the spawns where you literally can't parkour your way to the middle. This spawn, the spawn to my right, is also a terrible spawn. Me and the dude to my right got screwed. Oh my god, I got screwed with the chest too. The chest didn't have any items in it that were good, at least. That's rough, bud. The game is screwing me over with luck right now. Or lack thereof, I should clarify. I need to get the heck out of here. Ooh, I might die. I'm alive. God dang it. Okay, I'll take it. No. How do I get to this chest again? Oh, I'm screwed. gonna have to eat this apple too to get healing. Maybe not screwed. There was someone behind me chasing me. Oh, they fought. They just fought. I might be able to get this clean up. It'd be very scummy of me. Oh, shit. Are you chasing? Surprisingly not chasing. Oh my god, that's why he wasn't chasing me. He was one art. There's no way. He backed himself into a corner, too, where he literally had nowhere to go. He put himself in a corner. I wish I felt bad. I don't. Okay. We're somehow still in it. But I need to heal. I've just been downing cookies this entire game. On the verge of diabetes, how many cookies I've been eating this game. I need to get rid of some of my shit items that I definitely don't need anymore. I do need that item. I need the... Yeah. Do I need a helmet? No. Okay. I need like a single stick and we could craft an iron sword. Someone probably grab that double chest if there's a dead body laying there. Oh my god, I'm still eating cookies just to heal. This is crazy. Anyone around here? I'm so scared to grab this chest. There's no way. Absolutely no way this is a real chest that I just found. That it literally feels like the game makers just gave me that chest. Like, it feels like Cornelius Snow just put together that chest for me. Or like a capital citizen just gave me that supply drop. How did I just find all of that loot in one chest? That is crazy. Alright. Now I need to eat some of PETA's cookies just so I can survive a little bit longer. Because I'm still struggling to heal. I mean, to be fair, the saturation of cookies is clearly terrible because I'm still losing hunger. I'm just going to hide in the trees for a sec. I'm going to be one with the trees. Oh my god, I'm still losing hunger. Okay, we're just going to eat this then. I should have eaten the pork chop from the start. Get my hunger bar back. Okay. Hey, there's someone over there. You want to be my friend? Do you even know I'm here? Do you even know I'm around? You want to be friends? Come back, friend. My aim is terrible. My aim is so trash, bro. Ugh. It's upsetting. I'm not Katniss Everdeen. Wish I was. He also doesn't know how to swim. Just like everyone in Catching Fire, they don't know how to swim. That's a deep cut reference right there. Where'd he go? Yeah, I'll let him live for a sec. I want to loot. I actually don't know where he went, by the way. It's the crazy thing. He actually got away. Oh, there he is. Why? You should have died way earlier or gotten away. The fact that you died just now is a testament to how bad you are and how bad I am. Neither of these things should have happened. We're both terrible. Are you gonna come fight me? You were shooting at me over there. Make up your mind. Because I'm bored and I would love to fight. But I need you to decide. I'm not climbing up to you. Wait, is there... There's a border now. What? Is there a border now? There's a border. I love this. This is a phenomenal update. my biggest complaint in this game was always how long some of the matches would take, because people could just hide in the long stretches of nothingness, the wilderness they could hide in. And some of the maps are so big, you could never find anyone. I'm so glad they added a border. I'm a little worried for myself now, because I don't know how I'm going to get up to the center of the map without this guy killing me. Without him, like, literally picking me off. But it's fine. There's also only 3 people left. So are they not doing death matches anymore? Because there's only 3 people left and there's no death match right now. I wonder. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't see any name tags. Oh, there's a name tag. Ooh. Oh my god, bad aim. Oh, I lagged there for a second. I still hit him twice. Even in the lag, I hit him twice. It's crazy that you're that bad. Is this guy dying in the border? He just died in the border. That's... the timing there is so funny. I hate this new leaderboard though, bro. This new leaderboard looks like shit. I just won the game and you'd never be able to tell. Because I was District 2 and I had 3 kills. Where did I place? Did I win? Did I die first? Well, obviously didn't die first. I killed 3 people. Maybe I suicide bombed myself and 3 others first. You'll never know. The leaderboard sucks now. But I do like a lot of the other changes. I like a lot of the other changes, including the border. I love this new border they added. That's really cool. The games won't last forever now. I'm a big fan of that. And that makes so much more sense now. So I'm not going to play a third game. I just want to check something out. So the border... Interesting. I was wondering what it meant, because when I was checking my custom kit and my custom... Oh, let's leave before this game starts. When I was looking at my custom kit and my custom pedestal, I also saw border as an option for something I could customize. And I was so confused what that meant, because I was like, what do you mean custom border? That makes no sense. But now it makes a lot of sense. I fully understand what custom border means. Is there anything else I want to play right now? Not really. But I don't know, we are just getting a very good feel for this keyboard. The whole point of this stream was to build the keyboard and test it out, and I'm loving it. I'm gonna join this realm that I'm a part of real quick, just so I have an excuse to go type in Minecraft. Because I don't want to type an essay in a public server. I feel like people in that server would judge me. But why does the lighting look so weird? What the heck? My log cabin looks a little weird. I need to fix this. Thanks, bro. Yeah, what if I just type, I'm having fun. What a good fun time. What a jolly good time we're having here. Okay. Whale. You know, somehow I never noticed there was a literal cave right next to my house on this server. That's awkward. Anyways, I don't know. I might just end the stream soon. I know Brandon said we were going to play Fortnite. I could still play Fortnite off camera. But I kind of want to just start putting some of this stuff away. Like, I need to put these away. I need to put this stuff away. And I need to put the boxes away that are laying on the bed. So I kind of want to start cleaning up. But we have to test out the keyboard a little bit. Feels good. I love the way the keys feel. Just nice. There's something about them that just feel good. Like, I think it's the high actuation point with the low, low, low drop-off point afterwards. It's just such a nice combo. Like, it takes a lot of actuation force to press down on these keys, so I know I'm never going to accidentally press a key, or, like, accidentally, you know, press something on the keyboard that would mess me up in a game. Like, that's always something I'm paranoid about. I'm always paranoid about accidentally pressing a key and messing up in a game because I accidentally pressed a key. So I know I'm never going to do that. And then the low, 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 like, release point to unactuate it being such a shallow, like, I can't describe it. I described it very well earlier, so I'm not going to try to describe it any better. I described it as best as I could earlier, and therefore I can't describe it better than that again. It's so nice releasing the key. I'm just pressing the S key over and over again, which is why I keep backing into this corner. Because I'm just going backwards, I'm walking backwards. But, like, it's so nice. There's something about this switch that I just love. Can't describe it. The plateau switches are like a dream for me. I think typing on these switches, probably my favorite I've ever used. And gaming on them it's really good. It's not obviously the meta. It's not going to make me a pro gamer, but I like it, you know? It's not good if you want to be a pro, but it's good for me, and it's good for my preferences, what I like. And I really, really like the plateau switches, so yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Wish you all the best, and I will see you all tomorrow with another stream. I'll have my stream schedule posted either tonight or tomorrow morning. I just haven't figured out exactly what I want my stream schedule to be for the next couple days. The only day I know that I'm streaming is tomorrow. After that, I'm not exactly certain. But I know that I'm streaming tomorrow, so I'll see you all tomorrow. And after that, who knows? But regardless, have a wonderful night, boys. I will see y'all later. Peace out. Appreciate y'all.